Okay, it's a revision of the temperature tolerance at loading for plums. The objective was to determine if the maximum temperature at loading of plums can be adjusted upwards from the current maximum of 1.5, and obviously if we did that, it had to be without a negative effect on post-harvest quality. We used 6 cultivars, African Rose, Sunkiss, Fortune, Letitia, Songold and African Delight for this trial. We had a number of time temperature combinations. There was accumulation periods of 3, 7 and 10 days. The temperatures were obviously minus 0.5, which is the recommended temperature, 2 degrees and 3 degrees. And after these, this was looked at the accumulation period. After that, the normal temperatures for the export of plums were used, and that was the Fortune African Delight. We stored it at a single temperature, and Letitia and Songold at a dual temperature. The fruit was examined after cold storage and after shelf life, and we looked at the normal external and internal disorders for these plums. The results on African Rose, we found no significant differences between the treatments. So whether the fruit was loaded at a simulated temperature of minus 0.5 or 3 degrees, there was no difference in the quality. On Sunkiss, we found that the fruit was softer at 3 degrees compared to the 0.5 and the 2 degrees, but the 0.5 and 2 did not differ at all. We think that this could possibly be addressed by just shortening the period at 7.5. And as I said, the quality for the minus 0.5 and 2 degrees treatments were the same. Fortune, no significant differences between treatments. I'll get back to that a little bit later on. And then Letitia, it was slightly softer when we used 3 degrees instead of minus 0.5, but with all the cultivars between minus 0.5 and 2 degrees, we did not find any difference. Songold, in some instances, the gel breakdown was higher at 3 degrees compared to 2 degrees and minus 0.5. However, this only happened when the flesh firmness was below 6 kilograms at harvest. So on the firmer fruit, it was not a problem, and on African Delight, we did not find a difference between the temperatures. We also did it commercially, and generally the fruit loaded at 3 degrees was slightly softer. Obviously there was a variation, but on average, probably about 0.4 degrees, 0.4 kilograms, but the shrivel was significantly less when the fruit was loaded at 3 degrees compared to minus 0.5. That's just to show you what the fruit, or some of the fruit looked like. That was fruit that was loaded minus 0.5 and 3 degrees. You can see the fruit that was loaded at 3, the color was better. There was less shrivel, but it was slightly softer. As I said, not much, by less than half a kilogram. So the recommendation, the temperature tolerance for plums shipped at a single temperature can be adjusted upwards to a maximum of 3 degrees, as there was no negative effect on on quality. On dual temperature cultivars, it can be adjusted to 3 degrees, provided that on some cultivars we would probably have to shorten the period at 7.5. But there is a caution: if fruit is harvested close to the minimum flesh firmness, one would probably not recommend loading it at 3 degrees.